Any cuties and cutters, welcome to the 6th episode of Chaya with Maya. And technically, it's the last episode of the second season. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I have a really amazing artist with me. And he goes with the name Zeeshan Ali. Welcome to the show,
Thank
Zeeshan.
you, baby. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you. But getting that from you is like, you know, I've got million bucks in my bank already.
Love you.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys. What you talking about?
Now, to the guests, how do you identify yourself as?
I identify myself as a human who's having a spiritual experience almost. A being of almost who doesn't care of gender, sexuality. A person who's open to experiences that the universe is throwing at you. Someone who's here to explore humanity and understand the workings of myself and the human race in all. Like, I'm very into the spiritual living in a way.
Right.
So I go by that a lot.
So, coming back to the next question, what would you say to people who are gender fluid and, you know, experiencing gender fluidity? Because there's so much of people now realizing that, hey, I don't have to, like, I was just coming by the cab and I just saw a woman driving a entizer.
Wow, how cool is that?
And
Now?
I'm
I
like,
love that.
I was like, she's dressed as a woman, all of that, but you know, the way she was holding and where she was like, I was like, if she can really work that, I'm pretty sure I can wear a woman's kurta and walk around.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is important, right? When we actually go out and we actually showcase that this is, and we are also saying at the same point that, you know, you can't take life so seriously.
Yeah.
People take life
Just,
seriously.
you know, give that. Have fucking fun. It's one life you have. That's the
Exactly.
only thing you have. Enjoy to the fucking fullest extent, right?
Exactly.
And that's what we do.
We do.
At least try to do.
We do it to the 200%. Right? So yeah. Anyway, coming back to what you do, like tell us more about what you do exactly.
So for me, I'm a creative being, as you know. I am into designing, styling, making costumes, makeup, modeling, now performance at Kitty Sue, which is an amazing experience because up till now I've been doing amazing looks, but then I've never had the chance to showcase it on a live performance aspect. I've done modeling, ramp walks, but then never a performance. And this gave me a new avenue to almost experience something which I hadn't experienced and a creative aspect that I hadn't explored almost. So it's super amazing to actually come on stage and perform and try to give out my internal thoughts outside in a way of art form. And that's an amazing feeling.
Tell us something which you want to like open up about, because this is Chaya with Maya. And we spilled tea here.
Oh, we gotta spill some chaya now.
Yeah, so this is really important that we spill some chai on the show, because come on, like the reason why I did this show is because the LGBT community at one point of time were regarded as voiceless.
Yeah.
And I want to give them the whole opportunity to give them voice, and so that they can voice out what is disturbing them and what is, you know, telling them, listen, this is what I went through.
Correct.
And this is something which I will do now.
Oh,
because
how
I went
amazing.
through-
That's
yeah.
that's great that you're actually giving space for people to speak, and that's an amazing thing that you're doing, love. I think for me, if I have to spill some chaya, like you've seen me, I've been working in the industry for quite some time. And as I am, fabulously phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
People can't take it.
Oh my God.
They can't take it. It's all you know, I dress up the way I dress up because I like the way I dress up. I don't care how I show myself, how people see me as, but then eventually people see you as a bitch and don't take you well.
Really? People think you as a bitch?
It comes with it. You have you seen them
But-
eyes?
oh my
baby?
god! I mean, see, like in the beginning, I thought you were very reserved. That's what I
That's
thought.
the thing. We since we are always ostracized so much in a way, we in a way build a wall around us. I think that's the thing. I've always been very guarded. I like to keep myself very guarded, very surrounded by people that I can be with. And that's in a way, I think that comes with the childhood and the upbringing, the bullying that you go through. You in a way build up a wall around you. I think that's what I have gotten to. But then now I'm trying to loosen up a bit.
Yeah. So, anyway, coming back to like, do you have anything that you want to say to the community? Like, or did you feel like there were a point of time that the community didn't give you support, or like, gave you support and you want to like give that?
I think I have been a loner in a way when it comes to community, but thankfully I have people around me who are in the community and who have actually pulled me into the community. So I think it's essential to have role models from the community, because I think this is so amazing. As for an example, just as an example, I'm giving you, Mr. Suri. He's a person of power in the community doing amazing stuff. And not only that, he's nurturing up a new queer community, like the young ones, he's bringing that up. I think that is something that is more needed in our community. The elder generation pushing the newer generation and educating them. I think that is. Yeah, I think
Ultimately, like when what I love about his vision is that even though he likes RuPaul's Drag Race and all of that, we all like it, but he tries to do it differently, like in terms of giving platform to trans artists, even giving importance to Indian drag, where we are rooted from, where we have been doing stuff like in terms of, if I'm wearing a sari, it's because it's coming from my family and my
heritage that you bring.
yeah, and I'm bringing that on stage. That is what I do, not because it stems from he's following some set norm or
Correct.
no, darling, I'm following what my
I think that's what I feel is needed in our community, and I think that's what my message would be for people. Like, help each other out where it's needed. Help each other out. Bring a bitch up, then bringing a bitch down, bring a bitch up.
Because I've seen a lot of community members don't give other people the chances.
Yeah, and then the whole pulling people down, that I don't get that.
I don't
We've been through it. We've had that people going after us. So why do we have to go after each other?
Why do we have to attack other people?
I get furious. I can't tolerate that.
Other people from the same community where we have gone through the same shit, we have dealt with the same issues.
We've gone through, we've been there, we've seen it all.
So Zeesh, tell me about how you came out. How was the whole reaction? What is the whole?
I think I was never in. I was always out, baby. I was always out and about. The thing was like, as a kid, I was always attracted to color. I was always attracted to laughing. I was always enjoying the joy of living as a kid. So I don't feel I was in anywhere. Since childhood, I was always into clothing and garments and stuff like that. So, and then I had some signs. I am a person who believes in signs. I had signs which was very fashion related coming into my life. Joined a fashion institute, didn't tell my parents for the year, worked my ass off, worked in South Indian movies, advertisements, fashion shows, create a good portfolio. Then I went to my parents and told, Mom, Dad, I'm doing fashion. And I know you've been, because I didn't tell them for a year. So they were shocked and surprised. But in a way, they did understand me. Because I'm lucky to have amazing parents. Like, I'm so glad that I have those two in my life. They've been the sole support in a way. Apart from other amazing people, they have been people who have always supported me and pulled me up.
Okay, now this is the end of the technical Chaya with Maya. Now we are heading to, I'm taking my mobile, I'm being very shameless.
Tell me.
I am going to ask this question. It's never have I ever.
Oh, I'm excited.
The first question is, never have I ever hooked up with someone from an online dating app?
Who has it?
Tinder, Grindr.
Everything, honey.
Never have I ever Googled my own name to see what comes up.
Come on, I'm not that popular. I can still do it. It brings me joy. Artificial, but then joy.
Never have I ever crashed a party.
I guess I have.
Never have I ever lied about my age to a date.
Oh, come on. When I was like 16, you do it. We've all done that. Yeah. Oh, I have to sip. Okay, sorry. Ooh.
Never have I ever gotten a tattoo I regret.
I do. I have only one tattoo, but then it's kind of smudged up. I have my dog's name and a paw, but then it's kind of smudged up, so I'm very regretful about that. I need to get it fixed. Yeah.
Never have I ever participated in a role play.
Oh, every night, honey. It's a role play night for me.
What is your famous role play?
Oh, you know me. I like to mix it up. Doctor, pilot, and oh, I can't.
It's anyway. Coming back now that this is the last question.
Tell me.
Okay, so now that you're working with a lot of queens in Kirisu and Kiriko, what is one thing that you would like to tell them? You don't have to like mention each queen's thing, but you can see a regular pattern happening. And so, what is that one thing you have to tell them? Listen, this is something which is going wrong, and if you correct it, everything is going to be fine.
You know what happens sometimes? People who do not have power, when they get power, the bad side starts showing up in people. And sometimes with us as well, I think what happens, since we've always been pushed down so much, when we get power,
We utilize it the right way.
thankfully we do, but some don't. And I think that's what is needed. I think we got to treat each other with respect and love. Thankfully, in our queens, that's already there in a way, so I'm kind of glad about. But I think bitches need to fix their makeup up. I think bitches need to fix their makeup. Oh,
Okay, so this is the.
we are done.
We are
Oh my God,
done.
such an amazing time.
Thank you so much for coming.
Mwah.
And I'm so happy that this is the last episode of this season.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Love
much.
this chai you spilled. You spilled about a lot of things. I'm happy, and then thank you so much, Zeesh. Like you are amazing, and I always respected you since I started drag.
Thank you so
imagine
much,
that.
love.
So anyway, so I will see you guys soon, Cooties and Cootins. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this whole season. And thank you. See you soon. Bye.